Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about do some news in this video. I've got tongue-tied right there. Yeah, I'm starting some wrestling here, a little bit of that wrestling, and then we'll move on. But let's start with this. Via PW Insider, Seth Rollins versus CM Punk will be taking place on the debut episode of WWE Raw on Netflix on January 6, 2025, next month. And Los Angeles, California is 100% the direction the company is going in. So they're going to the direction of CM Punk, Seth Rollins, on the first episode of Raw on Netflix. That's going to be cinema. That is going to be cinema. And I don't think it's going to be a one-match thing. People will probably ask, oh, what about going forward? Are they going to have any more matches? Is this going to be it? No. I think we're going to see 3 matches. I really do. I think we're going to see part 1 here. They're going to have a second match at the Elimination Chamber. And then a part 3 at WrestleMania 41. If we're getting a trilogy of matches between these two, I would assume that's how it's going to go. But the Netflix debut is going to be one of the greatest episodes ever. If a lot of... And that's not even a hyperbole. Like, there's going to be a... Like, The Rock could be there, John Cena could be there. It's going to be cinema. And we're going to get this match. It's probably going to be the main event. Roman might be there. It's going to be a fucking banger. But yeah, so I think this is 100% the direction they're going in. It's probably going to be the first of at least 3 matches. At least I'm assuming. Between these two. So, the advertised card for SmackDown tonight, Carmelo Hayes versus a mystery opponent. Thought it would at least be Penta because they teased a new superstar. Well, I guess it's a trade or something. Braun Strowman. Don't really care. Michin versus Tiffany Stratton in the Women's U.S. title tournament. And Bayley versus Chelsea Green in the Women's U.S. title tournament. That's at least what's advertised for tonight. And next week's episode of SmackDown will be taped tonight. So the SmackDown episode tonight is being taped. Oh boy. Via PW Insider, TNA is bringing back Tessa Blanchard. Remember her? With the drama she was in? It's gonna be interesting. I mean, she's a really good wrestler. And hopefully, maybe she's apologized. I don't really keep up with her. I don't know. I mean, she's a really good wrestler. I mean, but to be fair to TNA, they do have a new guy in charge, so he's making all these mistakes probably for the first time, and it doesn't make it any better. I don't know. Maybe she apologized. I don't know. I don't know if the locker room, if whoever's there, to forgive her. Maybe if she apologized and behaved herself, it'd be a good move. I mean, maybe people do deserve a second chance. I mean, if CM Punk gets a second chance, maybe she can. I don't know. I forgot what it was even for. Maybe I think it was she was being racist or something, or accused of using a racial slur. I think, or something like that. But hopefully she behaves herself. If not, TNA will probably get some big drama. But yeah, it's some of the wrestling here. So we're gonna move on to NFL here. Start with Ian Rappaport. So the hashtag Seahawks have listed running back Kenneth Walker III as doubtful with a calf injury for Sunday's game. Well, it's going to be Zach Charbonnet again. Let Zach Charbonnet cook. We're going to get another master class. So, glad Seahawks fans are probably glad they drafted him, because Kenneth Walker's been hurt most of this year. So, some injury updates for Sunday regarding the Bills side here. Wide receiver Keon Coleman has no injury designation and well-played Dalton Kincaid is questionable, however. Lions coach Dan Campbell said DJ Reader, Levi Onwuzurike, Aleem McNeil, Josh Paschal, and Taylor Decker all, end quote, look good right now. So we're going to get a fully healthy Bills-Lions matchup. Ooh, sign me up. The Lions are still missing guys, but at least they're getting some back. And then Marshall Lattimore will make his debut for Washington. So there's some injury updates. Jair Alexander for the Packers, he's out for Sunday's game. Matt LaFleur says, based on what he saw in 2 full practices this week, he didn't feel he was ready, so he didn't practice today. Well, no Jair Alexander again. And that's it's not good, because I don't know who's going to go against DK Metcalf now. But they need to have a good pass rush in that game as well against Seattle. So that's going to be a big game for both teams. So the 49ers, they are moving on from linebacker Devondre Campbell. Coach Kyle Shanahan said last night, after he refused to go back into the game on Thursday night upon being out of the starting lineup because Dre Greenlaw's back, Shanahan said they are working out the semantics of how suspension is an option as is release. I think they released him or something, but they're moving on from him. Yeah, it's pretty unacceptable. I mean, he quit in the 3rd quarter. Your team's fighting for a playoff spot. I guess he was salty. They moved on. He's out of the starting lineup, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, he should get released, man. Your job is to play football. Josiah Anderson tried to defend him. Said something like, oh, but you forgive a child. Well, I don't think a child's getting paid to play football. He's a 31-year-old grown-ass man. Shouldn't have signed the contract if he didn't want to play football. She's probably one of those people that defended Antonio Brown. So the Chiefs have now opened the practice window for Hollywood Brown and Harrison Butker. So Harrison Butker should be coming back soon, and so should Hollywood Brown. The Texans have placed safety Jalen Petrie on injured reserve with a chest injury, and his season is over, and he'll have surgery to repair the injury. We talked about it yesterday. Now he's out for the season. Now he's on injured reserve. Jaguars tight end Evan Ingram is out for the season with a torn labrum that will need surgery, Coach Doug Peterson tells reporters. So a torn labrum for Evan Ingram. The Dolphins, they have waived wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. They've mutually agreed to part ways, and he had 9 catches for 55 yards. Seems about right. So, Darren Rizzi, the Rizzler, has named Jake Rayner the starting quarterback for this week's game against the We Are Commanders. Bum, 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 bum. And he makes his first career start. Oh boy, wonder how that's going to go. Yeah, I can't imagine it's going to go well. I'm just being honest. I can't imagine that's going to go well. So, via Aaron Wilson NFL, the No Fun League, they strike again. Texas wide receiver Nico Collins says he was fine for throwing a football in the stands to a fan. A fine, he says, that was worth it. Definitely worth it, making that kid happy. Never gonna forget that moment. Same shit over and over, NFL No Fun League. Can't even give the football to a fan. The No Fun League, folks. It's one thing from JP Football, so if you got anything from Schefter, and that'll probably be all for NFL. Some NFL draft news. Tight end Colston Loveland is declared for the 2025 NFL draft. I mean, I guess he's a Charger. That's the most obvious Charger draft pick. A lot of people have him as their tight end 1. I kind of don't get why. I haven't really seen why he's why tight end 1. I think Tyler Warren's better. Howard Fannin Jr. Is better. At least in my opinion. But I guess Colston Loveland's a blocking tight end, so it makes sense. The Steelers have ruled out wide receiver George Pickens for Sunday's game against the Eagles due to his hamstring injury, so he's out. Safety Evan Williams and wide receiver Romeo Doubs, they now have cleared the concussion protocol, so it looks like they'll be available for this week. Per Rich Cimini, so this is good news for fantasy owners. Breece Hall is expected to play his stats for Sunday, end quote, looks good, ... promising, end quote. Per Ulbrich, a bit of a surprise, so it looks like Breece Hall is going to be expected to play this week. Yeah, let's see it for NFL. So now we're going to move on and see if we have any NBA here. On anonymous Western Conference scale, he believes the team they can't win with Austin Reeves as his third base player. If he's your third base player, you're not a championship contender. You're just not. You put Austin Reeves on OKC or Boston, he's probably the fifth, maybe even sixth best player on those rosters. I mean, is he wrong? Dyson Daniels says the New Orleans Pelicans players are cursed and glad he's no longer there. Well, I mean, he's not wrong. I feel like everyone gets hurt and he's playing better with the Hawks now. The Lakers, Warriors, Pelicans, and Pacers are among the teams showing interest in Nikola Vucevic, Brett Siegel, NBA. I'll do an separate MLB news video because this one's already 11 minutes. I see some more NBA here. But Vucevic, on the other hand, is drawing interest from the Warriors, Lakers, Pelicans, and Pistons, sources said. Several other teams may very well emerge as suitors ahead of the trade deadline given his production. I mean, him going to the Warriors would be pretty fun. Hopefully the Warriors actually do something. We actually trade for somebody. So also, Kyle Kuzma, per Brett Siegel. The Golden State Warriors, Portland Trailblazers, Kings, Pacers, Pistons are among the teams that have shown interest in Kyle Kuzma. Believe it or not, he actually holds a strong market as a secondary player who's proven to be able to lead his team's offensive attack at times. Ain't no way Pistons have interest after saying at this point it's like, don't be that team. Remember he said that about the Pistons? I don't want him on the Warriors, man. Hell no. I don't want Kyle Kuzma's. Fuck that. The Golden State Warriors are hesitant to include Andrew Wiggins in a trade package or Jimmy Butler. Right off the bat, he would need to be included in any structure of a deal. And I would rather not trade him for a guy that's 35, going to turn 36. I don't want Jimmy Butler. I really don't. He's not that big of a scorer anymore. Lakers are showing interest in Markelle Fultz. Okay. Now you're gonna get Markelle Fultz. Yeah, I saw the NBA here that I wanted to talk about, so yeah, I'll do an MLB news video to get everything in there. So it ain't just a few seconds talk about it and just in the video. So yeah, I'll come back with a MLB video here in a little bit. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.